not give me pleasure at all to say things that are upsetting about the future or our present time, but that is the way that it is. And so I will do it, and I will obey, even though I have the slight chance tries to obey or disobey, and that is not really given to me. It's been made clear that either I'm going to stay on this path, which does lead me to martyrdom. I heard that prophecy, and it was confirmed. Is verse John 11:8, I think, or 8:11, or something like that. It does not give me pleasure at all to say things that are upsetting about the future or our present time, but that is the way that it is. And so I will do it, and I will obey, even though I have the slight chance tries to obey or disobey, and that is not really given to me. It's been made clear that either I'm going to stay on this path, which does lead me to martyrdom. I've heard that prophecy, and it was confirmed through the verse John 11:8, I think, or 8:11, or something like that. He confirmed it immediately after I prayed about it for confirmation. So that's in the works. And also me delivering dark, gloomy, upsetting, and to some people depressing prophecies. That is just the way that it is, and I don't take pleasure in that at all. In fact, I take a great sickness of spirit and vomiting of spirit to those who do find pleasure in it, and it is obvious. I'm not saying all these prophets and prophetesses right now are false prophetesses or prophets, but some of them are. Some of them really, 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 every day, day in and day out, are. So just be aware of that. And I don't take pleasure in what I have to say, but it's one of the things that I have to say on a big, giant wedding cake between me and Christ. Big, giant wedding cake made of awful things that I have to say. And I'm sorry about that. So the awful thing that I have to say in this video, and I'm not to make a joke out of it, but it's just there, is, so I had this prophecy probably in March. Probably in March. I'm saying probably. I'm guesstimating. I have the paper somewhere. I don't know. It went off somewhere. The paper is in a big stack of papers that is really disorganized at the moment. But it was probably March 2020, or around about March, and it had a prophecy written on it, and it's about Florida. And about Florida, I saw the place that I was at when I was in Florida. I saw it, and it was Fort Myers Beach, and I was looking west. And I don't know if that's significant in any way, or it will be, but it's not to me, but it's just there. I was looking west, and I saw, things happening, the waves washing up, and things becoming uninhabitable, let alone could you run a business there, and so, and I saw 2 years, but that's not when he wanted me to deliver the prophecy. That was a different time altogether. That was a time when I would begin to learn why, or maybe question why, or not think about it at all. And it was just a stalling period for when it would be applicable and appropriate to deliver the prophecy based on what he wants and not what I want. Sometimes I don't deliver prophecies that day because I have some human goal in doing so, but I won't. You know what I mean? It's up to him when the prophecies are delivered, and it just has to remain that way. It doesn't matter what my feelings are that day, because they will be fleeting anyway. And God is king over this world and over the next. And when he gives prophecy, it's his, it's not mine, it doesn't belong to me. So I can't just then go. I'm sorry if I'm making faces. The neighbor decided to, or I don't know if it's the neighbor. I don't want to say anything like that, but somebody burned some plastic in their wood pile, and like it's emanating through and absorbing into the whole entire air everywhere in your body. The oxygen has like little taints of plastic. So I might be making faces, but that's why. Just so you know. So the Florida prophecy came in March 2020. It was 2 years, and yet it was to be released December 3rd, 2021, which I did not do on time because I was struggling with my faith in God at all, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to continue as a prophetess at that time for that God, and quite honestly. So I was talking about the prophecy. Okay, so Florida, I hate doing this. Can you tell? I literally despise it. Um, so Florida, from the December 3rd, 2021 mark in time, there's 2 years between that time and when things in South Florida, or at least in Fort Myers Beach, South Florida, where I saw in the vision specifically, will be, you won't be able to do business there. And it looks like it wasn't going to be that inhabitable. Maybe to some people it would be inland, but um, the sea was starting to come up. And so I saw that businesses would close and move out of there because of the sea and because of the weather. Sorry, I am. I don't understand why God chooses people who don't like to do this sometimes, but that's what he did. So, that's the prophecy of Florida. He confirmed it immediately after I prayed about it for confirmation. So, um, that's in the works. And also, me delivering dark, gloomy, upsetting, and to some people depressing prophecies. That is just the way that it is. And I don't take pleasure in that at all. In fact, I take a great sickness of spirit and vomiting of spirit to those who do find pleasure in it, and it is obvious. I'm not saying all these prophets and prophetesses right now are false prophetesses or prophets, but some of them are. Some of them really, 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 every day, day in and day out, are. So just be aware of that. And I don't take pleasure in what I have to say, but it's one of the things that I have to say on a big, giant wedding cake between me and Christ. Big, giant wedding cake made of awful things that I have to say. And I'm sorry about that.